Hey everyone, Alex and Gio from RaddTitan, and we are just looking at the Magneto by XM Studios. This is not a review, this is just to point out some extra pieces Gio picked up, so keep watching.
Okay, so we're here. We've done a couple of reviews today, and basically what we wanted to do is we wanted to basically not re-review, but we wanted to basically go over the XM Studios Magneto, and this is with the custom portrait from the Age of Apocalypse comic series. This is by MadX, MadX. Yeah. We're not going to do any of the switch outs as such today, but you know, we've tweaked the camera, we've got better lighting going on, so we wanted to give you the best representation of this piece, show it in the best light we physically can. So at the end of the day, we've seen Black Panther, unboxed him, reviewed him. You know, we've got out the classic Thor today, and the Mysterio. We've seen a lot of great pieces in my setup, but by far, this is my jewel.
So daddy.
It's my jewel in my crown. I mean, I think, you know, it's very, my wife has told me twice to buy things so far. Once was the Lobo, and the other one was this.
And Thanos now. Yeah,
she's telling me to get the Thanos now, which goes up for pre-order tomorrow. I'm sorry, this won't be up in time, so if you're hearing this now and you go looking, it's probably sold out and you missed it, sorry.
And you can probably then see how far it is that we actually put the videos up. I mean, we've had videos that have not gone up for a year, but anyway. What we do then is, we'll just have a quick little run over of the statue. I mean, but if you want to see the review, we did a review when Mike had this at his house, so we'll just give it a really quick run over.
Why don't you tell me what you think, man?
I was about to.
Good boy.
But as usual, you talk over me and
Cry later.
So basically, you've got the base on here. So you've got, it's all made up of all the parts. So you've got the Xavier School of the Gifted there, and as you kind of move around, you've got the Sentinel hand. Then you've got all the pieces here. You've got the part of the, I think it's a Blackbird, isn't it?
I think it is actually, yeah.
And so the X-Men plane, and then you come around here, and you've got the details there for Trask Industries.
Yes.
And you've got the sort of Sentinel iconic sort of purple there, and he is heavy. He's
well heavy, isn't it? It's hard that Susan's struggling with this.
Susan's well struggling.
We need a party Susan.
Yeah. So as you come round, and then there you go. So basically, we will get some close-up photos we're going to cut to, and then you kind of got the mask here. I actually like the masked head. George doesn't like it.
I do like the masked head, bro. It's my second favourite head.
I
actually have to say this, even though looking at that this is a custom head from where it's from, I still maintain it does not need the standard Magneto does not need jack shit extras. Yeah. The unmasked portrait is a beautiful portrait. We'll put some photos in. Translucent. I've got some translucent resin for the skin. The eyes are show real like sternness, like steel to the eyes, real concentration, beautifully done.
You can see the age as well.
Yeah, you can see his age as well, and the masked head, he has where he's using his powers, which matches the print, where he's actually using his powers to hover the Cerebro helmet, which is this is still a genius little touch that XM have managed to do to make it basically from 90% of the angles you can't see where that's being held up from, which is great. This is removable, this is magnetized, quite a strong magnet, really strong. This is beautiful. This is like lovely metallic paint, and the lines are as clean as any lines you're ever going to see anywhere. It goes on, it jumps on quite aggressive.
Kind of car finish paint, isn't it?
Yeah, beautiful, yeah. And you can maneuver it, so you can have it like there or wherever you want.
Yep. So then working up, you've got the actual boots, you've got the cogs underneath here, because there you go. I believe there was actually issues with the spacing.
I think it was an afterthought, wasn't it? It looks like it's an afterthought, doesn't it?
It's an afterthought. His foot was kind of hovering, so they kind of added the triple end there.
Yeah.
So they added the cogs on there, and then you kind of got the boots. The shin guards have got a really nice kind of weathering textured look like in the paint. There's some blacks and the purples, and then you move up, and you've got all the kind of little texture in there, all the underneath and on the underside.
They've done another. It's very similar to in regards to like Black Panther, where they've done the textured and the smooth, which just breaks up the sculpt really nice.
That continues up the abdomen. I do like the way Magneto's not jacked to fuck.
Yeah.
You see a lot of them where he's clearly juicing, and this one, I mean, he's in very good shape, but he's not in ridiculous shape.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's kind of how we like him, isn't it?
Well, I'd be quite happy to be in that shape, but I'm just saying, like compared to normal other comic characters, they're normally like unobtainable, aren't they? And then you kind of work your way up, and you've got little metal details here, and the collar, and then going on to the cape. The only one critique I have is the cape could maybe be a bit more textured, but that happens on a few other pieces, and it's not really a big deal. It's just me picking, trying to find things, and then we work on to the actual custom head. So, George.
Well, I wanted this particular head for one reason, is that I find with the standard Magneto you get the helmeted head with the eyes with no pupils where he's using his power, and you get all of those those feelings there that he's in the middle of it, he's in battle, he's using time, blah blah blah. And then you've got the old man sort of look, which I really like. I really like that portrait. It's a very nice portrait. But what I wanted was, when I saw this, I knew I had to have it, because what this gives me, he's not old. Although he has white hair, it's almost anime-like, it's almost samurai-like, where he has this long hair, but he's like, what the fuck's that guy's name from Fist of the North Star? The guy, the guy he's fighting, he's just, it's sort of like got that powerful sort of samurai-esque Ronin type look, where you get a totally different feel of the piece. Because of the destruction of this, you've got Xavier's broken skull, you've got, smashed to pieces Sentinel, smashed to pieces Plane. It's telling a story, it's saying, this is where Magneto triumphs, this is where he wins. And I wanted a more of an able face, where it was like, a different concept, where he's young, he's able, he's aggressive, and he's gone after it, And I think this head does it. I love the colour of the eyes. I love the portrait. It's a very, very stern look. There's a lot of texture on the face, where his skin is sort of a little bit more human-like. It's not porcelain-like, like a doll, or like a lot of statues. They're very smooth. Like, you think, fuck me, this guy's using fucking clean and clear every day. He's using some serious, using some serious moisturisers. They look like almost polished. And it's got textures, it's got blemishes, it's got it's got good skin tones in the face.
I mean, also the head's joined very well. Maybe not so much on the back. Oh, actually, it's quite loose, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not magnetised.
Oh,
it sits on the head.
I'll take that back. So it isn't connected that well. I mean, the seam on
you
the
can't
front,
see it.
The seam on the front is very well.
You can't see any.
I didn't realise it kind of can't take off.
No. Because it's connected by it's connected. The head comes in two pieces. It's got this part, and then what you have at the back is a ponytail which sticks into the back with a pin. Okay. And it sits, and if you look at the back of it, you can see from this angle where that ponytail just it inserts here and sits over the back of the cape perfectly. There's no neck join. There's no seam problems. It's
and the
perfect.
Hair's not touching as well. So
no, it's not. It's not touching. It's not rubbing. It's perfect. But these custom heads, they don't come with magnets. They just sit on, because Magneto is not. The top of his head is the male part. The underneath of his head is where the hole is. So it's not the other way round. It's not a hole and you stick. When you stick the head into it like Phoenix.
Yeah.
Like what I'm talking about. So the actual point is it sticks over the top. So for some reason they didn't magnetise any. I mean, I don't think the Jim Lee one is either. So.
Well, I mean, the Wolverine one I have is. I don't think is as good as the ones XM provide, and I think it's pretty light. So
I don't think this is. Let me see.
Just weight wise.
Yeah, I feel.
Oh yeah, it's good weight to that. Yeah, it's not for a head.
Yeah. So you can see that it's
So
it's it's the female.
Yeah. For I was going to take it off. But.
Yeah, I don't like to take it. It's like a peg. It comes apart like so there. You can see there's a peg inside there, and it connects via just the peg, and there's it's like a nice neat fit.
Yeah.
But I really, ideally, don't like messing with my shit. Alex makes me always mess
on camera
with my stuff, which I don't like to do. Yeah, they are.
Do it on camera as well, but with the Wolverine I have the head is really, really light. And there is, you know, it's a fair bit of not heavy, but it's you know, it's not as light as the other one I have.
I think when you get this piece out, I mean, it looks great on display. Don't get me wrong. But once you get it out and you put it in your hands and you start moving it around, you realise just how special this piece is. When we had the Black Panther out, and it's a magnificent job. Grabbing Mysterio out, which I really rate, but I still don't think there's anything to touch this as yet. I really don't. I think the second you get this out and you start looking 3D, spinning it, it's the only reason I really agree to do the reviews of these things is because it's nice to get the piece out and just to give a once over again.
Well, it's a funny thing we actually did because you know, we reviewed James's Phoenix a long time ago, and the funny thing is he had it on display and he has it outside. He doesn't have it in a case, and by him taking it downstairs and putting it on the table and having it so he could see it 360, it made him realise how good the piece was again.
Yeah, you fall in love all over again. Yeah. It's just like that time what we talk about where you think you're going to sell something, you get it out of your display and you put it down, you're about to box it, and then you think, fuck me, I don't want to sell this. And I can understand how that can happen because it would come into my mind. I mean, for me, this is a piece that will never leave my collection. Never in a million years. My children will inherit this piece.
Whoa, hey.
Yeah, well, they'll live longer than you. At the end of the day, you know, they're the ones that it will stay with me. I really think it's a really, really special piece, and it's one of the few pieces that, you know, even by today's standards of price tag, I would not be disappointed if I bought it. I really wouldn't. You know, people can say in photos this and pictures that, but people just fucking bitter. That's the bottom line. If they had this in hand, they would be like, yeah, it's special. And it is, it's a very special piece. Let's hope.
Well, we also did a versus video, maybe check out. We did the Magneto versus Dr. Doom by Sideshow, and
good fight.
We had 8 collectors there on the day, and we all had a vote, and we pointed out the pros and cons of both pieces. So definitely look that one up. So
it's a good fight.
Just type in RaddTitan Magneto, and you'll be somewhere down the line.
Okay, so carrying on with basically the sound and where I have him located and where he looks, you can also see I also have with this custom head from MadX, I also have the Apocalypse severed head that basically goes with the kit, which is, you know, for me it completes it. It finishes off the look. I'll show you it, and you can have a little butchers and see what you think for yourselves. But I don't know if these are still available from MadX, but you know,
MadX.
Yeah, MadX.
You said from Alex. No, these are sold out.
Not from you.
These are sold out. So yeah, so we go in here. Basically, this is the Apocalypse head on the Magneto
Age of
there.
Apocalypse
Age of Apocalypse head.
Yeah.
And if you, let me just get there.
Yeah.
See him on there. The light is a little bit bright.
If you go angled that way up and down, you sort of get away with it a bit more.
There you go.
Yeah. Because it is bright in there.
There you go. Popped into focus nicely there. So George was saying as well that the kind of, when you take the Apocalypse out, the paint on here does look a little bit scrappy and a little bit untidy, but then when you kind of put it here, it does really match with the cabling. So it's done quite well.
The way that they've sort of done this Magneto is it's clean in places and then it's sort of scratched in places. It's just, you know, it's a mixture of textures, isn't it? And I think that it fits in a little more seamlessly when you put it with something than on its own. Because you look at it and you sort of say to yourself, oh, this is a bit rough. As soon as you put it down on this exact point where it's meant to go, you think, yeah, it looks perfect. And it fits lovely. His head's looking in the right direction. Ooh, and there is an added bonus to this piece, which I think, you know, if you can see, if you look round it, if you are one of them guys like me and you're like, you know what, I like it, man, it's nice, but you know, I kind of dig, you know, the hovering hand, and I don't really want to change the hovering hand. I kind of like, you know, it's quite unique. It's famous with the Magneto. You know, it's, you know, one of them things. I actually thought that it was a great touch, considering the history of the characters. You could put it on the cable. And I actually really like it. It sits in a few places. You just have to sort of mess with it a bit to get it so that it fits and it doesn't move. But it actually fits really nice with the cable. So if you look at it from, you can actually see,
So you can actually put that on there. It doesn't look too bad. Do you want to move his hand out of the way?
Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah,
It actually works. I think it actually works really well.
Yeah, it does. I mean, you can. There's loads of places you can put it. There, you know, there is a slight element to it. You know, there's an arc into it. So you just got to find a spot that you're happy with without you're not messing with it, scratching or anything. You know, now it's sort of sitting, ain't moving anywhere now. You know, and you can have the head posed however you want.
Let me just get a close up on that head because I couldn't really get to this kind of side before. Let's see, we're a bit shaky all over the place here.
It's very late.
Yeah, it's very late. It is about 2:30 a.m.
2:30 a.m.
Yeah.
But you can see there, you know, with cable, it works too. So, you know, if you do have the cable or if you do have the Magneto, you can't lose with either piece really. I think it's a win whoever you set it with. Personally, I mean, you've got the Age of Apocalypse storyline where he kills the Apocalypse, but you know the cable history is synonymous with this character. They're pretty much, you know.
Well, Cable's killed him twice, I think, hasn't he?
Yeah, John Connor and Terminator. They're just linked forever. You know, T800 sort of job. So for me, I think I'm personally going to leave it on Cable base. I'm going to keep it there. And then I get the best of both worlds. I get a hover in hand and I get the decapitated Apocalypse head. I don't lose nothing. So, very, very nice. Mad love to, you know, MadX for doing this wonderful exclusive. So, great job. Peace.
Yeah. What we do then is we'll finish up.
Do you want to measure it?
What do we do on the other one?
Probably.
No.
Fuck it then.
Fuck it. Watch the other one. So do the usual, guys. You know, like, comment, subscribe, share. We always throw it out at the end there. Thanks for the support. Hopefully by the time this one comes out, this will be a couple of months' time, so we'll be on about 20,000 subs. But no, thanks for the support, and you know, we love interacting with everyone. We love talking to people about what they do with their displays and what pieces they have. So so keep sending the messages. Thanks, guys.
Peace.